One of the best parts about playing Minecraft is being able to be yourself and to do amazing, awesome things. Which is why I decided that I want to spend 100 days in Minecraft in the trailer. So today is day number 1 and we are about to get started. We just spawned in and we are in the middle of a birch forest, and already I can see that we are on an island of some sort. Let's open up our map here and get a glimpse of where we are. So where we are right now, we can see that this is a birch forest. This looks like a forest. This looks like a taiga, I'm presuming, and this is probably like a desert or something. So I think our best bet would be to kind of make our way in this direction. So I'm going to go ahead and do the very first thing that you do when you start any Minecraft Let's Play, and that is to punch our first tree. This is a different style of Let's Play because normally when I play Minecraft, I am playing it safe. I mean, I am playing it in peaceful mode and I am playing with 0 monsters, and this time around, I want some chaos. I want things to be different. I want to actually play the game. Let's be for real. I haven't truly been playing Minecraft, okay? I feel like what I've been doing was very mediocre. I feel like I was just doing mediocre stuff. I wasn't playing the way most people play Minecraft, or the way Minecraft should be played, to be particularly precise. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna make our first set of tools. I think I'm just gonna start off with a wooden pickaxe, and we're gonna kind of try and see if we can get some stone. Maybe we might just have to jump under the ground here to get that stone, but I am going to go ahead and I'm going to jump under here. I'm going to get some stone, and voila. If you are new to my channel or you are just stopping by, consider subscribing to the channel, as that would greatly help the channel to grow. I am trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of summer. I believe that I can do it, and I know that I can. And I can't do it without your help, so consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell, and hitting a thumbs up on the video so that it goes all well with YouTube's algorithm and more people can see the video and, you know, just get a part of the awesomeness that's going to be happening in this little series here. Now, this series is going to be kind of different from the normal 100 days. You know, usually when people do 100 days videos, it kind of comes off as like a movie. I'm going through these 100 days with you guys just so you can get the full gist of what I'm doing, where I'm going, that kind of flow. And I want to keep you guys involved in the whole process of this, so you guys will be able to leave your suggestions, drop your comments, all of that stuff under the episodes, and just kind of, we're doing this all together. Later on, we'll be able to put this together in one big movie and make it all cinematic and stuff, but I really want to keep you guys involved in the whole process. So now that we have a full set of stone tools, I think we are more than able to start going through this forest here. Now, there might be some mobs because it's kind of dark within this forest here, so we're just going to go through here and try to see if we can get ourselves somewhere. I want to explain that this is a modded Let's Play. I am using the entire suite of RPG series mods, so I'm talking there'll be archers. Oh, we are already running up on a pillager outpost right here. I think we're hitting a little too close to home, so we're gonna kind of go the other way because not that I'm scared or anything, it's just we're not really prepared for that. I do see some sheep right here. I am so sorry, little sheep, but it's me or you. Like, honestly, I need food. And oh my gosh, little baby sheep, I did not see you there. I am so sorry. You're gonna have to spend the rest of this waking life alone, because I decided to be an evil person and wipe out your whole family. But I am sorry. I am going to just make me a sleeping bag. That way, you know, things will go well with us and I won't have to constantly be breaking a bed ever so often. We'll be able to make another bed later on in life. But for right now, I just want to get out of this water and on the other side of the sand here, because as you guys can see, that pillager tower looks like it has a lot of good loot in there, but And I'm gonna throw this away because I don't really need this right now. We are not really equipped to, you know, take on a whole thing of pillagers. As you can see, that camp is looking well established. I am not prepared to take that on. So, I think what we're gonna do... What is that noise? Oh. What is that? Oh. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, I think... So, we are standing on this little shore. And I'm looking over there at what seems to be... I don't want to get too close because I don't know if the pillagers are like right there or whatnot. Maybe we can try and risk it. We don't really have any armor. Our level is not looking too good. So I think I'm just going to mark on the map. I think I'm going to add a marker on the map. And this is going to be a pillager outpost. Yeah, this is definitely a pillager's outpost right now. We're just gonna go ahead and... Uh-oh. What'd I just do? Pillager outpost, we're gonna add that right there, and we're gonna keep going on our way. You know what? I'd rather take on one zombie and a skeleton than having to take on a whole set of pillagers. If you guys can understand that, right? I think you all can understand that I just would rather, you know, I'd rather... Oh, it's kind of dark in there, don't you think? A little dark, but we need iron, and there's a piece of iron right there. Oh, hi, little armadillo. Oh. Oh, you were making your way up here. I didn't even realize, bro. You ambitious. He said, I'm gonna get her by the hook or by the crook. And he started making his way over here. But, not today, Satan. Not. There's also a village. There is a village. Oh, we are off to good starts, people. Give me my boat. We are off to a good start. It's almost nighttime, but we are getting so close. Why is it saying that I'm holding a bed when I am initially holding? Oh my gosh. This village is probably at risk of getting burnt to smithereens. But we're so close to this village and we are dying of hunger. I think we got to this village at the perfect time. Also, maybe I might live in this area because this area is pretty beautiful. I don't know, but I'm gonna go inside here. Hello? You're not laying down on the bed properly, sir, but I'm just gonna lay down in your bed. I don't think he got the concept of how to sleep properly. Anyways, it's time for us to kind of explore this village and see what we can... Ooh, bread. Oh, now this is exactly the type of welcome I expect when I come to a village, you know? I expect for them to feed me and give me good gifts. And look at that. We've got so much stuff right here. I think I'm going to steal a chest just so that when we do settle down, we can, you know, excuse me, sir. Thank you. We can kind of, you know, I want to go into the village and kind of, you know, raid the entire thing, but I need to eat first and foremost, and we need to look around, see if we can find us a nice little spot to set up our house. Now, I do think I will be living amongst this village. Don't eat all the bread. Come on now, greedy. I think I want to live amongst this village because of how nice it looks. It's in a really nice spot. I also want to check out that little tower there, but let's look at the map because what's funny is the village didn't really generate on the map. Is it because I didn't really go through the entire village? Maybe I need to go through the entire village for it to generate on the map. I do want to get one of those little hamsters, but I think we should go through the entire village first because I don't think it's... I think maybe the map doesn't really recognize a modded village. Does it not recognize this village? I don't think it does. Oh, there's a sniffer. Oh, look, guys, there's a sniffer. Okay, so we're off to a brilliant start. There's a sniffer in the village. I don't know how those work, you know, because I never truly messed around with sniffers. So I don't really know, like, how the sniffers work. But that is why we are doing this video. That is why we have started this series, 100 days of learning how to play Minecraft. And I'm doing this with the hopes that I can be fully versed by the end of the 100 days. And I can finally say, you know, like, I'm proud. I did that. Like, that kind of stuff, you know. I want to be able to say I accomplished greatness. Okay, I am, however, a little worried that it's not the village does not show up on the map. So I think I'll have to just add a marker. This is a village because it's not showing up otherwise. So we have a cherry blossom forest. The villagers actually have animals already in their nice little thing there. I'm thinking maybe we can live on the top of the hill above the village, so we can kind of just like go down to the village ever so often and gather stuff and whatever, that kind of stuff. But we do have, oh, this is so nice, a nice cherry blossom forest. This is really cool. We've got a lot of little caves as well. I don't know if you guys are as excited about the caves as I am, but there are caves. I'm not really excited to go into caves. I'm just saying I'm a little excited, you know? I'm not excited to be going into a cave, but I am excited that there are caves. Okay, so maybe we could live at the back of the village? No. I'm thinking building my house on top of this hill. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is absolutely beautiful. So many flowers. I'd live here. I'd totally live here. This is where we are going to be setting up for our next 100 days. We'll be living right on the side of this hill. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to flatten it out, make it nice and even so that we can see the village. And I am going to catch up with you guys in a little bit once all of that is done. All right, guys, I have flattened out the area that I am planning to build the house in. I think this is really cute. I also wanted to do a small area for a tiny side garden because initially, because of the fact that we're on a hillside, I think maybe it might be a little bit difficult for me to have the kind of farm that I'm thinking of having. So we will start off kind of small and then kind of work our way up to, you know, if we want to have a bigger farm or something like that. But I do think that would be a great idea for us to start, you know, a small farm. So we will have a small farm kind of off from the house. So the house will be obviously up here, and then coming off the side here, we will have a small farm and then kind of slope down the hill. So it's going to require a lot of terraforming, but I do not mind at this point if I can get my goal of, you know, having a nice little farm and then having a nice little pathway that kind of winds down the hill here and then goes that way. So this is where we're going to have the house. I didn't even realize there were two sniffers here, one over there and one over here. So I'm thinking of making a house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's going to be that, and then like this, and there's going to be that. A small area here, a bigger area here, a small area at the front here, and another area on the side here. And that's the side, that's the layout for the house. So I've used the shovel as a way to lay out the house. Now, my idea for the house is to use some birch, some oak, and most definitely, so we're definitely going to do birch, we're definitely going to do oak, and we're definitely going to do cherry blossoms because we are so close to the cherry blossoms. So I'm going to go ahead inside of this chest here, grab my bread out of there. We do have a lot of dirt on us and quite a lot of flowers. I think I'm going to take all of these flowers that I have on me and just kind of plant them out for now. I also want to have a like flower greenhouse at some point. So we are definitely going to be making like a little greenhouse to house all of our flowers. But I'm just popping all of these down here. We get the cow parsley. We get the oxeye daisy. Oh, look at that. That is so cute. I didn't realize they kind of stack. Clearing up the cherry trees, I realized that we also get cherries from the trees. I don't know what mod exactly I have that adds that, but I think that is a pretty interesting feature because that is some quick food right there for us. I am glad to be getting all of these saplings though, because now we can kind of extend the cherry blossom forest way beyond what it is right now. So I'm just happy to be getting all of this. I'm just going to keep chopping some of these trees here. And of course, I am going to have to replant some of it just so that we can keep the cherry blossom forest alive. So giving a little distance between them so that they grow properly. We also have these. And I do need these. I do need the seeds from this. All right, guys. I took the liberty of creating the house. the house of my dreams. And so far, I think it came out perfect. This is the inside, not really decorated, but I did go into creative mode to decorate the bedroom area, make it look a little bit decent. So this is the bedroom. Over here is going to be the entrance to the house. This is like the back room or kitchen. And then over here, I have a little storage area. So this is basically just what we're working with. Don't look at the roof. It is a hot disaster. Do not look at that. Just ignore. Just ignore. Let's just pretend that we're not seeing what's going on in the roof in that section of the house, because that one's a hot mess. But I mean, everything else looks good, except I don't know what the hell is happening there. We'll sort that out. But that's that. I didn't show you guys the back portion of the house, so this is what I did. I also used Axiom. I'm gonna have to clear up this tree that's right here. But I did use Axiom to give me a little bit of leverage to smoothen out the terrain, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but the terrain in this particular area is a little sus, you know, like it's just not the type of terrain that I want to be seeing. So I just kind of used the Axiom mod to kind of smooth out some of this terrain. So it's missing a lot of grass, but that's because of the Axiom mod, which I'm pretty fine with, because I know I'll be able to use my creativity and kind of work on this area right here. So I do have the Axiom mod in here. Now, I do want to come over here to what this is, because this is looking quite interesting. It's just sitting out there on its own. Hopefully there aren't any mobs spawning inside of it or anything of that sort. I also did kind of mess up here with Axiom, so we might have to make a bucket and try to fill in all these little gaps here, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I want to swim over here to this little island and check out what is over here. In the next episode, we are going mining. A heavy crossbow. Okay, that we are off to a good start. We got a heavy crossbow in that. Hopefully there's no crazy things happening in here. Ooh. Oh, now this is nice. Look at all these arrows. Oh my goodness, we have a wild supply of arrows. This is going to be great for when we decide to fight the Ender Dragon, which is something I kind of plan to do. But look at all these arrows. Oh my goodness. And we get a Bowman chest plate, which gives us protection 2, unbreaking 2, knockback resistance, range plus 10 range damage, plus 5 armor. We also got a War Archer scroll, and we get a rapid crossbow, which gives us 8.5 range damage and a 1 second pull time. So I'm super excited that we actually found... What is that? Okay, we are finding more and more buildings, you guys. I think I'm gonna swim over to the island that's over there, and let's just be careful about what we're doing here, because if I am being really honest, we're not being too careful so far. What is this? Dune grass. Oh, okay, well, this isn't really essential. It's not something that we can just, you know, but let's see what this building is. And also we have a fruit tree right here. This is a coconut tree from Bountiful Fairs. And the coconuts aren't really ready right now, so we're just gonna head over to this. Why is there a sniffer on the house of this building? On the roof, not the house of this building, on the roof of this building, I'd like to know. Please tell me this is a safe building and I am not running into something that could possibly... Oh my god. Oh, it's an inn. And the iron golems are a little stuck down here, so I'm gonna help them so they can get out, because obviously they need to take care of the villagers, and they can't do that if they are stuck down there. So she's gonna bring them up. Guest room 1, guest room 2. Ooh, we get some emeralds. I don't really have iron seeds. Oh, interesting. What can I do with these? We have some bowls. We have some bread. I'm gonna take all this bread here because we're going to need bread. I'm just gonna pop these roofs over here. Actually, no, because I will need these. So I'm just gonna take the bread, and we're gonna continue going through this inn. Okay, so it's a little guest house for villagers, I guess. Villagers that don't have anything to do with their lives. I am pretty much probably gonna come back over here and try to get these villagers. Ooh, this is an innkeeper shelf. And this is part of loot and explore. So we might come back over here, get these villagers and kind of move them out into their own little spot. Ooh, we do have some coal. So I'm just going to put a few torches in here and grab this coal here, because we're gonna need some coal. We don't really have any coal on us other than what I used to make the torches. We don't have any coal, so we're just gonna grab all of this right here. Now we do need to do a mining trip that I am leaving for the next episode. Definitely on the next episode we are going on a mining trip so that we can have a full set of armor, because right now we are literally not protected, and there is a pillager camp over there that I would love to cause I nearly died. That I would love to cause havoc in. This tree scared the crap out of me just because of the way the leaves look. Also, let's take this sugar cane, because I mean we are gonna need lots of paper. Let me get rid of no, I am throwing away everything. Let's get rid of the flowers. Get rid of the flowers because we need the sugar cane. And what else can I get? Okay, I do need these saplings here so that I can perfectly curate the trees that I'm gonna plant. So I'm gonna head over here. We're gonna have to swim. So let's swim our way over there. All this water right here is what I'm talking about that I messed up at. But anyways, I am going to put a tree. I don't want them to be too close together because I noticed that I put the cherry blossom trees a little too close together and it started making dark spaces for mobs to spawn. So we're definitely not doing that. So I'm just going to put down my trees in a little bit of a spaced out kind of tactic and we'll work from there. So I'm just gonna put a tree here and maybe have my next tree probably right here, though I hope it's not blocking my view because I have a pretty nice, no, I think it's gonna block my view. So I'm gonna probably, put it over here. I would say day one of Minecraft. This is not necessarily day one, but episode 1 is a success. I did what I wanted to do. I got my house done. I went and did a little bit of exploring, and later on we'll be able to do some looting. We do need to get loot so that we can have a nice garden, because I did get some iron seeds and diamond seeds, and I'm kind of interested to know what those are. Some of these flowers, you run into them, like this one gives you this effect. It gives you the effect of falling into and I'm about to die. Yep, I froze to death from being in that flower. So it's kind of pissing me off that the flowers can actually kill you. I mean, I had played around with it and it killed my dogs. You know, I had a whole pack of wolves and it killed all of them. So I might leave a comment for the developer of the mod and ask them if is any way that they can just make the mod not have all this extra crap. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end off this episode right here. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming by and checking out the channel. Let me know what you all think in the comment section of the video down below, and as always, I will see you all next time. Bye guys.